It's an issue because people don't look deep enough or don't have the right conversations, because they also want to just be sold a bag of goods and make it look so easy.
Everyone wants the Netflix win. I mean, that's the VC model, right? 1 in 10, right? 1 in 10 needs to, 9 can lose if number 10 is a grand slam. The other thing with fundraising and with capital that always comes back for me is, and this is again a personal belief, I have some real problems with some of the valuations that exist right now in the world. Some of the multiples that are being used, I think, are insane. And I think that the companies will never realize that value. They'll never realize that projected valuation.
You always talk about the greater fool model, right? And I don't believe in that, because I think that ruins the future relationships that could be. Some of our longest term clients, we had phenomenal failures with early on, but we're always brutally honest, and the communication is always sacrosanct to us, right? We're going to tell you exactly what's going on, what went wrong, right? It's your money, it's our money, right? We're in this together. So, if you're looking at raising money, you have to think of the long road. And I always gave you a lot of credit from the earliest times we met, is you had such a long-term view of what you were going to build and do. You weren't like, I'm going to exit in a year. Like, we've been in meetings together. We're like, 12 months, I'm going to raise $5 million now. And in 12 months, I'm going to exit at $300 million.
Yeah. Good luck.
I was like,
yeah.
All right. I don't think I said good luck, but yes.
You definitely didn't.
Yeah, I didn't use that term. But so I also think it's about realism and not being kind of have a lot of smoke blown your way, because people do that. People are going to blow smoke because they want their metrics to be better. I need more people in this program. I need, right? Because that's how I get paid. Always follow the money.
Right, 100%.
Right? And that's always an issue, I think. And it's an issue because people don't look deep enough or don't have the right conversations, because they also want to just be sold a bag of goods and make it look so easy.
Everyone wants the Netflix win. I mean, that's the VC model, right? 1 in 10, right? 1 in 10 needs to, 9 can lose if number 10 is a grand slam.
That's a pet peeve. I got a lot of pet peeves now.
Yeah.
I can't stand everybody has to hit a home run, right? There's most of the Hall of Fame of baseball are by people that did not hit home runs.
Well, I mean, that's the whole money ball, which you could argue whether or not that's actually a winning strategy. But
yeah, I don't think that's a winning strategy.
But I mean, the theory of it is a theory that, more of what I'm behind, and I know that you are with the VC arm of what you do, which is if you can have a solid company that year over year performs well and consistently, that's a win, because that funds your operations year over year, no problem.
Yeah, but that also goes back to what is the goal of where you're taking the money. Going back to the original concept you started here, right? Revenue versus fundraising. You better know what their model is for their funding, because most VCs are like, I'm out of your company within 3 years, regardless if you want or not. And we've had local VC firms that have literally sold companies outside or under the management team because they had to get out of their investment. So that's really important. That's the due diligence that the company has to do at the investor. And we try to teach this in the incubator. You can take money, but you're also vetting them. You can't just sit here and just beg.
Well, especially at a startup level, we call it pre-revenue or an angel level. In my opinion, your investor, if you do take money, they should be bringing either expertise or network with them as well. Because if it's just money, in my opinion, from what I've seen in my short time on this earth, if it's just money, it's probably not going to be enough.